speaking coordinating part. Tonight we're going to do a pattern that we've done many times before. Just basically working on a few things. One is going to be obviously coordinated motion, hand and feet. We're going to start with just the hands first, which is a pattern. Working on balance, being able to try to shift your weight from one direction to the other, and also working into a limited range of motion. So I'm going to demonstrate really quickly. I'm going to do it a pace that we're going to work with, and I'm going to speed it up just so I can show you the whole routine, if you will. So it's very simple. I'll do it facing this way. Yeah. So I don't know if I want to keep my feet open or not. There you go. We're going to start here, and this is called grasp the bird's tail. Where you got 4 parts here. You got one, you go forward to a bow step. You do it called ward off. Then we go backwards. We'll roll back. We go to the third, which is press. And then the fourth one is called push. Then we're going to repeat that same action. This was called the left side because the left leg is forward. We're going to rotate and do it on the opposite side. Same 4 parts. Ward off. As I turn, I want to make sure my hips are square because make sure I pivot my foot. This is what we did kind of last week as well. Pivot. You're square. You do ward off once again. Roll back. 3 press. And then push. And then we repeat it. I'll go fast. Turn around, do this side. Over here. So we're going to keep going around until we end up getting back to where we started. So it's the same things repeated over and over again. So it's giving you practice on all the mechanics I just mentioned. Okay? Which is you're going to work on your balance, you're going to work on shifting weight, you're going to work on coordination from hand and foot. Okay, and you're going to work on, like I mentioned last week, some of the timing. Okay, all right. So we're going to start off very basic. First of all, is learning the 4 parts of the motion. Okay, it's very simple, very straightforward. So again, you're going to stand square. In this case, because you're doing it from side to side, it's important to mention which ones goes first. Okay, all right. So if your hips are square, you're going to definitely be turning your center very distinctively to your knee. You're going to use that turn to be able to carry over to the opposite side. And that's going to be a coordination of your hand and your feet later on. Okay? So your center to knee is going to catapult the changing and the movement of the hands. All right? So we're going to start very basic first. We're going to start with ward off. We're going to bring the right hand over the left hand over your right knee. So they're all kind of tied to this same little side. And what you want to focus on is keep your hands where they are. Don't move. Use the corner of the wall to be your kind of your guide for where you're turning your center. All right. So you want to kind of use that corner here and the opposite corner over there. Okay. Does that make sense for right now? All right. So you're turning your center from corner to corner.
So it's more of a turn than we did before.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not really.
Seems like it. I don't remember looking at that.
I mean, yeah, you see, that's where your center should be. So now don't engage your hip. Look, when I turn mine, my center's on my knee. Okay? And then I turn here, my center. See that corner? The corner. Boom. That's what I'm referring to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before, I'm sorry, before it was like this.
Yeah.
It didn't seem like that.
Yeah, see, right now if you turn your corner, turn your center to me. And that's where your center of your knee is, right there. You put your dropping hands right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see that?
Yeah.
Yep, so that's the range. All right? And it's going to become more apparent even when we start to move.
Okay.
All right? Okay? So, keep that as your reference. We're going to hold the ball right hand over left hand. So I'm going to have to use the directions here because that's what we're going to be changing in this particular pattern here. Simply, you're going to have one hand passing the other. Right hand is going to drop, left hand is going to rise, just like this. You're just going to keep turning your waist until you end up to your opposite side, which is your left side. So in this case, you're listening carefully. Your right arm is going to, so your left arm is going to be going across your body with the forearm. So don't bring it out away from you. It's like guarding your body, like you hold a baby. Okay? A big, big baby. Really huge. All right, so when you turn, you're gonna hold that. And this hand is like it just like stroke the back of an animal. It came right down that hand and just ended down like about the level of your hip. And you just simply turn your waist to the opposite side. Okay? All right, let's keep the name, ward off. Just remember that. Okay? Then simply just turn your palms to face each other. Okay? Now you're going to bring your right hand, your right fingers, and point to your left wrist. So you just do that from the elbow. It's like you're picking something up. There you go. All right? For your sake, I'm going to turn to be here. There you go. Okay? Back. Now, roll back is as the name kind of says, but it has a little extra part in there, which is the down. You turn the hands from here, back over, rotate them over. Pull down, and swing back over to the left corner above your left knee. So what you're going to see is that the left hand, or your right hand, is going to be a little bit more extended than your left hand. That's roll back. Then you're going to bring palm to palm. Now you're going to use your center to bring it right back to the middle. From here, you're going to press. Before your elbows lock out, you just turn and take the right hand and rub the top of your left hand and open them up, roughly about shoulder width. And that same action you did before, where you brought the hands to the shoulders, and you push them down. This time I'm going to push them to the hip. And then we're going to roll it back up to the middle of your chest. And that's your push. We're going to do that same thing again, so stay where you are. We're going to turn to our right and hold the ball. Very good. Now, as we turn to our left, remember we're just going to let the hands pass each other and bring up the left forearm in front of us. As we turn to the left corner. Then we turn, hold the ball. Let's turn the hands to face each other. Swing the fingers up to the left wrist. It's like you're grabbing a rope, you just pull it down, and you just swing it up to the other side. Very good. Then you fold your right palm to your left palm. Use your waist turn to go back to the middle. Now extend your arms slightly so they can separate. Then draw them in. Push them down midway, and then push them back up to the middle. So listen carefully. We're just going to turn to the opposite side. Turn to your left and just turn your hands to face each other once again. Left hand over right. There you go. Good, very good. Now, same thing. We're just going to go to the right and let the hands pass each other. This time the right forearm stays in front of the body. Very good. Again, turn the hands to face each other. Bring the fingers up to the wrist. We're going to pull it down and back again. This is roll back. Down. Swing it back over to your left side. Excellent. Fold your left palm to your right palm. Turn forward. Press. Separate hands. Draw them into the body once again. Push down. Come back up midway. Listen carefully. Go back to your left again. Hold the ball. Left over right. Very good. Right forearm goes to ward off. Turn to hold the ball. Bring the fingers to the wrist. Roll back. Bring it down and swing back to the left. Swing it over the left knee. Very good. Press. Bring palm to palm. Turn to the middle. Press them together. Separate. Draw your hands in. Push them down. And then push them forward and back up for a push. Okay, relax.